3/4 of an inch of ice is about to coat power lines across the southern United States in the next 18 hours. That is enough weight to snap telephone poles like toothpicks. But here is what nobody is telling you about what happens after this storm passes. The real danger does not even start until day 3. Right now, at this very moment, freezing rain is falling in Memphis, Tennessee. Sleet is pelting down in Little Rock, Arkansas. And in the next 60 seconds, I am going to show you exactly when this ice storm reaches your street, when it peaks, and the precise hour it finally moves out. But first, you need to know about the massive Arctic blast that slams into the south the moment this ice storm ends. This is a 1-2 punch weather pattern that has not happened in the southern states since 2011. Here is your first critical piece of information. If you live anywhere from Texas to Virginia, the next 72 hours will redefine your winter. Dallas, you have 8 hours before round 2 hits. Atlanta, you are 12 hours from a 1/4-inch ice coating. Charlotte, 14 hours until your trees start snapping. And Nashville, you are in the danger zone right now. Let me give you the exact timeline. This is not guesswork. This is based on high-resolution radar data updating every 6 minutes. For Oklahoma City, the heaviest freezing rain hits between 2 p.m. and 8 p.m. today. That is a 6-hour window where every hour adds another 1/10 of an inch of ice to your power lines. By 8 p.m. tonight, you will have 1/2 an inch total accumulation. That is the critical threshold where widespread power outages begin. Fort Smith, Arkansas, your window is 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. Springfield, Missouri, 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. Little Rock, you are already in it. You started at 1 p.m. and this continues until 9 p.m. tonight. 6 to 8 inches of snow on top of ice. That combination is deadly for tree limbs. Now here is the information you will not hear anywhere else. Between this ice storm and the next Arctic blast, there is a 12-hour gap. That gap is crucial. It is your window to prepare, to charge devices, to fill bathtubs with water, to move your car away from large trees. For most of Tennessee and Kentucky, that window opens Monday morning at 8 a.m. and closes Monday night at 8 p.m. Let me tell you about the temperature crash coming. On Tuesday morning, Nashville will wake up to 19 degrees Fahrenheit. That is not the wind chill. That is the actual air temperature. By Wednesday morning, Memphis hits 16 degrees, Little Rock 14 degrees. And here is the shocking part. These temperatures stay locked in for 5 straight days. This is not a quick freeze. This is a sustained, deep freeze that the South has not experienced in over a decade. Comment below right now with your city and state. Tell me where you are watching from. I will give you your specific forecast timeline in the comments. Whether you are in Tupelo, Mississippi, or Bowling Green, Kentucky, or Abilene, Texas, I will tell you your exact impact window. But before we go city by city, you need to understand what is creating this pattern. There is a blocking pattern in the North Atlantic Oscillation. Think of it like a dam in the atmosphere. Cold air from Canada cannot escape northward or eastward. It has only one direction to go, south, and that dam stays in place for 2 full weeks, January 31st through February 14th. That is 14 days of below normal temperatures across the entire southern half of America. The National Weather Service has issued a high-risk warning for much below normal temperatures from the lower mid-Atlantic through the Ohio Valley, down through the lower Mississippi Valley, all the way to the northern Gulf Coast. High risk means temperatures 10 to 15 degrees below normal, sustained for multiple days. For places like Mobile, Alabama, that means lows in the low 20s. For Houston, Texas, upper 20s. These cities are not built for this. Now let us talk about the ice accumulation maps, and this is where it gets serious. I am looking at the latest models that just updated 30 minutes ago. Here is what they show. From Texarkana, Arkansas, northeast through Little Rock up to Jonesboro, you are in the 3/4 of an inch to 1 inch ice zone. That is catastrophic. Power outages lasting weeks, not days. Jackson, Tennessee, you are looking at 1/2 an inch to 3/4 of an inch. Memphis, 1/4 inch to 1/2 an inch on the west side of the city, but as you go toward Jackson, it ramps up quickly. Tupelo, Mississippi, this is your worst case scenario. 3/4 of an inch to potentially over 1 inch of ice accumulation. Highway 61, Highway 72, all the major routes through northern Mississippi will be impassable. Columbia, Tennessee, you are in the 1/2 inch zone. Cookeville, quarter to half inch. Nashville, here is your situation. The city proper gets mostly snow, 6 to 8 inches. But as you go south of Nashville, Franklin, Brentwood, that area transitions to sleet and freezing rain. You will see a quarter inch of ice under several inches of snow. That is a recipe for extended power loss. Knoxville, Tennessee, you are getting a mixed bag. It starts as sleet, maybe an inch or two of accumulation. Then a warm layer of air moves in around 6 p.m. tonight. That changes everything over to plain rain. The rain will wash away the sleet. But here is your concern. Those higher elevations south and east of Knoxville, Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge, those areas stay cold enough for freezing rain. Higher elevations could see a quarter to half inch of ice. Let me shift to the Carolinas. Atlanta, Georgia, you are on the southern fringe of the ice zone. The city itself may be a glaze 1/10 of an inch, but as you go north, Athens, Georgia, you jump to quarter to half inch. The mountains of North Georgia, north of Dahlonega, 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch. Upstate South Carolina, Greenville, Anderson, this is your danger zone. Half inch of ice is the forecast. Spartanburg, Gaffney, same story. These are the areas where ice storm warnings are posted, and they are not exaggerating. Interstate 26 from Asheville to Columbia will be shut down. Interstate 85 from Charlotte to Greenville, same thing. Charlotte, North Carolina, sits right in the bullseye. Half inch of ice, trees will come down, power will go out. This is a multi-day event for Charlotte. Hickory, Greensboro, Asheboro, all half-inch zones. Raleigh, you drop down to quarter to half inch with the higher amounts northwest of the city. Virginia, let me give you the breakdown. Richmond, quarter to half inch of ice. But this is where the precipitation type gets tricky. You will see periods of sleet mixed with freezing rain. Sleet is better than freezing rain because it does not stick to trees and power lines as heavily. Roanoke, Virginia, you start at 1/10 of an inch glaze, but western parts of the metro could see up to a quarter inch. West Virginia, you are transitioning back into more snow than ice. Charleston, maybe a glaze to 1/10 of an inch of ice, then it goes over to snow. But the eastern mountains, that is where ice accumulations increase again, quarter to half inch in the higher elevations. Now let me jump to the Ohio Valley because this is where snowfall totals get impressive. Louisville, Kentucky, 8 to 10 inches of snow. This is a crippling snowstorm for Louisville. Interstate 64, 65, 71, all shutdown conditions. Indianapolis, same forecast, 8 to 10 inches. Columbus, Ohio, here is your headline number, 10 to 12 inches of snow. This is a top 5 winter storm for Columbus. Interstate 70, 71, shutdown. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, 11 to 13 inches. This is near blizzard conditions for Pittsburgh. And the snow does not stop until late Sunday night. Detroit, Michigan, southern suburbs pick up 4 to 6 inches. Saginaw, 3 to 5 inches. Chicago, Illinois, the city gets 2 to 4 inches, but this is a quick hit. Peoria, Illinois, you are in the heavier band. 4 to 6 inches. The Mid-Atlantic gets hammered with snow. Baltimore, Maryland, 8 to 10 inches. Washington, D.C., 6 to 9 inches. Philadelphia, 7 to 10 inches. New York City, this is your biggest storm of the season so far. 9 to 12 inches in the 5 boroughs. 15 inches is possible in northern suburbs. This hits Sunday into Monday. Your morning commute Monday is canceled. Now here is the hour-by-hour breakdown for the next 24 hours because timing is everything. If you are in Dallas, Texas, right now it is raining south of Interstate 30. But north of Interstate 30, it is sleet. By 3 p.m. this afternoon, that line shifts. The entire metro goes over to sleet and freezing rain. Your heaviest ice accumulation happens between 5 p.m. and 10 p.m. tonight. Round 2 comes tomorrow. Sunday afternoon at 2 p.m., here comes another batch of freezing rain and sleet from the southwest. This lasts until 9 p.m. Sunday night. Dallas, you are looking at 2 separate events in 24 hours. Abilene, Texas, and Midland, Texas, you get snow. 4 to 7 inches for Abilene, 3 to 6 inches for Midland. The snow starts at noon today and continues through midnight, then round 2 brings another 2 to 4 inches on Sunday. Lubbock, Texas, you are on the northern edge, 2 to 4 inches of snow today, another 1 to 3 inches Sunday. Amarillo, Texas, 3 to 5 inches total over both events. Waco, Texas, this is where it gets messy. You are in the mixing zone. Sleet, freezing rain, brief periods of snow. Total ice accumulation, quarter to half inch. Highway 35 from Waco to Dallas, impassable Sunday morning. Shreveport, Louisiana, you are in the ice zone. Quarter to half inch accumulation starting at 4 p.m. today, continuing until 11 p.m. tonight. Then a break. Then round 2 starts at 3 p.m. Sunday. Another burst of freezing rain until 8 p.m. Sunday. Power outages are likely in Shreveport by Sunday night. Monroe, Louisiana, same timeline as Shreveport, quarter to half inch of ice. Alexandria, Louisiana, you are on the southern edge, maybe a glaze, 1/10 of an inch, but that is still enough to cause problems. Baton Rouge, Louisiana, you stay all rain. New Orleans, all rain. But both cities have a severe weather threat Sunday afternoon. I will come back to that in just a moment because there is a tornado risk that develops. Jackson, Mississippi, you are in the ice danger zone, half to 3/4 of an inch of ice. This starts at 5 p.m. today and does not end until Monday morning at 6 a.m. That is 13 hours of continuous ice accumulation. Jackson, this will be a long-duration power outage event, possibly 1 to 2 weeks for some areas. Hattiesburg, Mississippi, you are south of the ice line. Rain, heavy at times, and thunderstorms Sunday afternoon. Gulfport, Biloxi, same forecast. Rain and storms. Meridian, Mississippi, you are in the ice zone. Quarter to half inch. Starts at 6 p.m. tonight, ends Monday morning. Now let us talk about the severe weather threat for Sunday afternoon because this is critical for Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and Tennessee. A line of strong to severe thunderstorms develops Sunday afternoon. This line stretches from near Baton Rouge through Jackson, Mississippi, up through Tupelo into northern Alabama and middle Tennessee. The Storm Prediction Center has outlined a risk area for tornadoes. This includes New Orleans, Hammond, Macomb, Jackson, Meridian, Tupelo, Muscle Shoals, Florence, Huntsville, Decatur, and Columbia, Tennessee. Tornado risk peaks between 2 p.m. and 8 p.m. Sunday afternoon and evening. These will be QLCS tornadoes. That stands for Quasi-Linear Convective System. That means tornadoes embedded in a line of thunderstorms. They are fast-moving, sometimes hard to detect, and can be rain-wrapped. If you are in this risk area Sunday afternoon, have a way to get warnings. Have a safe place to go. Basements, interior rooms away from windows. Mobile, Alabama, you are in the severe weather risk zone, rain and storms. Sunday afternoon, some could be strong to severe. Damaging wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour are possible. Montgomery, Alabama, same threat. Birmingham, Alabama, you are on the northern edge of the severe weather risk, but you also have a winter weather component. North of Birmingham could see some sleet and freezing rain mix in Sunday evening. Huntsville, Alabama, you are in a unique situation. Severe weather possible in the afternoon, then a change to wintry mix Sunday night. Decatur, same setup. Florence, Muscle Shoals, winter weather becomes the main threat by Sunday evening. Sleet and freezing rain possible. Tennessee, let me give you the city by city, hour by hour. Memphis, you are already seeing precipitation. Right now it is a mix of sleet and snow. By 3 p.m. today, this transitions to more ice, freezing rain. Your heaviest ice accumulation is 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. today. Then a lull overnight. Then round 2 starts Sunday at 1 p.m. More freezing rain until 7 p.m. Sunday. Memphis, you could end up with half an inch total ice accumulation by Sunday night. Jackson, Tennessee, you are in the worst of it. Ice starts at 4 p.m. today. It does not stop until Monday at 6 a.m. Continuous freezing rain for 14 hours. You are forecast to receive 3/4 of an inch of ice. Power outages are certain. This could last a week or more in Jackson. Nashville, Tennessee, you get mostly snow. It started this morning. You already have 2 to 3 inches on the ground. By tonight at midnight, you have 6 to 8 inches total. But here is your wrinkle. Sunday afternoon brings severe weather. Heavy rain, thunderstorms, some could be severe with gusty winds and an isolated tornado threat. Then Sunday night, temperatures crash. Everything that melted refreezes. Black ice becomes a major problem Monday morning. Clarksville, Tennessee, similar to Nashville. 6 to 8 inches of snow, then severe weather Sunday, then a hard freeze. Chattanooga, Tennessee, you are in the transition zone. North and west of the city, more snow. South and east, more ice. The city itself sees a mix, maybe 3 to 5 inches of snow with a glaze of ice. The issue for Chattanooga is the severe weather Sunday afternoon. Strong storms possible. Knoxville, I already covered you. Sleet changing to rain tonight. Higher elevations stay icy. Now let me take you to the Carolinas and Virginia hour by hour. Asheville, North Carolina, this is a significant ice storm for you. Ice accumulation starts at 8 p.m. tonight. It continues through Monday at 6 a.m. Total accumulation, half to 3/4 of an inch. Asheville, you will lose power. This is not a maybe. This is a certainty. Prepare now. Boone, North Carolina, higher elevation means more ice, 3/4 to 1 inch. Power outages for extended period. Charlotte, North Carolina, ice begins at 10 p.m. tonight. continues through Monday at 8 a.m. Peak accumulation happens between 2 a.m. and 8 a.m. Monday morning. Half-inch total. Charlotte, Monday morning commute is canceled. Do not even try. Interstate 7785 impassable, Greensboro, North Carolina. Ice starts at 11 p.m. tonight. Continues until Monday at 10 a.m. Half-inch accumulation. Same story as Charlotte. Power outages likely. Raleigh, North Carolina. Ice starts around midnight tonight. Continues until Monday at noon. Quarter to half-inch, higher amounts northwest of the city. Raleigh, this will be your longest duration icing event in years. Wilmington, North Carolina, you stay rain. But heavy rain, 1 to 2 inches possible. Coastal flooding possible with onshore winds Sunday. Richmond, Virginia, ice begins at 2 a.m. Monday morning. Continues until Monday at 2 p.m. Quarter to half-inch accumulation. Interstate 9564 travel not advised Monday. Roanoke, Virginia, light ice glaze Sunday night into Monday morning. 1/10 to quarter inch. Lynchburg, Virginia, quarter inch ice Monday morning. Norfolk, Virginia. Beach, Virginia, mostly rain, but could end as a period of sleet Monday morning. West Virginia, Charleston gets snow changing to a brief period of freezing rain, then back to snow. Total snow, 4 to 7 inches. Ice, 1/10 of an inch or less. Now the Ohio Valley and Great Lakes rapid fire forecasts. Cincinnati, Ohio, 7 to 9 inches of snow. Starts Sunday morning, ends Monday morning. Dayton, Ohio, 8 to 10 inches. Toledo, Ohio, 4 to 6 inches. Cleveland, Ohio, 5 to 8 inches, but lake effect adds another 3 to 6 inches Monday and Tuesday on the east side. Grand Rapids, Michigan, 3 to 5 inches. Lansing, Michigan, 3 to 5 inches. Ann Arbor, Michigan, 4 to 6 inches. Milwaukee, Wisconsin, 1 to 3 inches. Madison, Wisconsin, 2 to 4 inches. South Bend, Indiana, 6 to 9 inches. Fort Wayne, Indiana, 7 to 10 inches. Lexington, Kentucky, 6 to 8 inches of snow, but some mixing with sleet possible on the south side of town. Evansville, Indiana, on the far southern edge. 3 to 5 inches of snow. Paducah, Kentucky, transition zone, 4 to 6 inches of snow with some sleet mixing in. Mid-Atlantic and Northeast, this is your major snowstorm. Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, 9 to 12 inches. Allentown, Pennsylvania, 10 to 14 inches. Scranton, Pennsylvania, 8 to 12 inches. Trenton, New Jersey, 8 to 11 inches. Newark, New Jersey, 9 to 12 inches. Atlantic City, New Jersey, 6 to 10 inches. Hartford, Connecticut, 7 to 11 inches. New Haven, Connecticut, 8 to 12 inches. Bridgeport, Connecticut, 7 to 10 inches. Providence, Rhode Island, 6 to 10 inches. Boston, Massachusetts, this storm stays just south of you. You pick up 1 to 3 inches, mainly Sunday night. Albany, New York, 5 to 8 inches. Syracuse, New York, 6 to 10 inches. Rochester, New York, 4 to 7 inches. Then lake effect snow, Monday through Wednesday, adds another 6 to 12 inches. Buffalo, New York, 3 to 5 inches from the main storm. Then lake effect takes over. 8 to 16 inches possible Monday through Wednesday south of Buffalo. Now here is what happens after the storm. This is the part nobody is talking about. The Arctic blast that follows. Look at the temperatures for Tuesday morning. These are actual air temperatures, not wind chill. Dallas, Texas, 22 degrees. Houston, Texas, 30 degrees. San Antonio, Texas, 32 degrees. Austin, Texas, 30 degrees. Little Rock, Arkansas, 18 degrees. Memphis, Tennessee, 16 degrees. Nashville, Tennessee, 19 degrees. Knoxville, Tennessee, 21 degrees. Jackson, Mississippi, 24 degrees. Birmingham, Alabama, 23 degrees. Montgomery, Alabama, 26 degrees. Mobile, Alabama, 30 degrees. Atlanta, Georgia, 25 degrees. Augusta, Georgia, 27 degrees. Savannah, Georgia, 32 degrees. Charlotte, North Carolina, 22 degrees. Raleigh, North Carolina, 24 degrees. Asheville, North Carolina, 18 degrees. Greenville, South Carolina, 23 degrees. Columbia, South Carolina, 26 degrees. Charleston, South Carolina, 31 degrees. And these temperatures stay below freezing for 5 straight days across the South. That means all the ice that accumulated stays frozen. Power crews cannot work as efficiently in these temperatures. Repair times triple. If you lose power Monday, you might not get it back until Saturday or Sunday. Wednesday morning brings even colder air. Memphis drops to 14 degrees. Little Rock, 12 degrees. Nashville, 15 degrees. These are temperatures that burst pipes, that overwhelm heating systems, that create dangerous conditions for anyone without power. The cold blast extends all the way to the Gulf Coast. Pensacola, Florida, wakes up to 28 degrees Wednesday morning. Tallahassee, 26 degrees. Jacksonville, 30 degrees. And here is the extended outlook. This blocking pattern I mentioned earlier, it keeps this cold air locked in place through February 14th. That is 2 full weeks of below normal temperatures. The National Weather Service is forecasting temperatures 5 to 15 degrees below normal across the entire southern half of the United States. That means more chances for snow. The models are showing another potential winter storm around February 10th. This one could bring snow to Texas again. Dallas, Houston, Austin, all could see accumulating snow in that time frame. It is not certain yet. The models are still working out the details, but the pattern supports it. And possibly another cold blast and winter storm at the very end of February, beginning of March. Again, not certain, but the overall pattern is extremely favorable for continued below normal temperatures and multiple winter weather events across the South. Now, what do you need to do right now? If you are in the ice storm warning area, you have a very short window. Charge all devices, fill bathtubs with water, move your car away from large trees, bring in pets, stock up on non-perishable food, get batteries and flashlights. If you have a generator, test it now. Fill your gas tank. If you are in the heavy snow warning area, same preparation, but add snow shovels, ice melt. Make sure you have a full tank of gas in case you need to run your car for heat. And everybody check on your neighbors. Elderly neighbors, neighbors who live alone, neighbors with medical needs. Make sure they are prepared. The next 72 hours are critical. This storm is already underway. By Monday morning, half the southern United States will be shut down. By Tuesday morning, we are in a deep freeze that lasts for days. Comment below with your location. Tell me your city and state. I will reply with your specific timing and impacts. I am monitoring the latest radar and model data every hour. I will have another update this afternoon with overnight details. One more thing you need to know. After this ice storm and Arctic blast, there is no quick warm-up. Normally, after a winter storm in the south, temperatures bounce back to the 50s within 2 or 3 days. Not this time. High temperatures stay in the 30s and low 40s through the first week of February across the south. That is highly unusual. That is the blocking pattern at work. Stay safe, stay prepared, and stay tuned for the